And when we say that, because we're still waiting a little bit longer to get into game here, I think the important thing to remember as well is that, like, you know, this has been coming up recently, is that this is also a relatively untested DAMWON. It feels like a level up. It feels like a clear upgrade. The teamwork is there. It's no longer just the mechanically gifted kids fighting every single skirmish. Showmaker described the style as, well, one person would start a fight and we'd all run in, you know, like lemmings, one after another, and just die.
Fight. What'd you say
like,
about
we're a
buddy?
bar fight. Like, yeah, we're backing up the boys, right? You know, that's how DAMWON like to play. And now it's a little bit more refined. If he said something stupid, if he's picking a fight he shouldn't have done, they'll leave him to die. They'll play for the map. They're going to be a little bit smarter about how they pick
just
fights.
grabs Nuguri. He's like, no, not today. Wait.
Not today. You back off. We'll get him another time.
His time will come.
And that's an important thing to track because, again, this is a team that has played pretty much exclusively series against DRX, a team that, while they did struggle against in spring, obviously have been consistently getting the better of here in the summer season. They only played one best-of-5 in their playoffs because they were coming in as the first seed there. And so for them, and also to a certain degree for G2, this feels like the first big best-of-5 that we'll have seen from either of these teams in a long time where they're forced to play at their peak in a way is quite brutal to play against.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is the fact that Silas does have so many high-priority ults to use, not just in his own 1v1 matchup, to have kind of first punch, first impact on the map with the first Destiny, but like the analyst was talking about, the Gangplank ultimate, the Hecarim ultimate, the Leona ultimate, all of these are exceptionally high value for a player like Caps. And again, if there's going to be a difference maker for G2, it's Caps. On the other side for DAMWON, that genius of being able to disrupt side lanes, the mobility of the Hecarim, the long range of the Gangplank ultimate, the Destiny available for Showmaker, and trying to smother G2 at their own game when they do try to split up this map and play their hit-and-run style of League of Legends.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, we just look at some of the numbers coming out from Canyon. Absolutely, statistically, one of the strongest players in Worlds and most definitely the strongest jungler right now. So have to see what his version of Hecarim does look like. For now, we are getting a pretty decent leash coming in from the bottom lane of G2. They're going to sacrifice a little bit of lane prio, a little bit of ability to hit the creeps there in exchange for that leash. Meanwhile, Canyon still clearing pretty confidently onto his second camp. Should be just a tiny bit behind Jankos here on overall clear speed.
Yeah, and the idea should be, as you were talking about and as Yamato talked about on the analyst desk, you know, that Rakan and Lucian probably aren't going to win this 2v2. Obviously, it will come down into execution, but Beryl and Ghost have been so oppressive throughout this tournament. We talked about how powerful statistically Canyon is. Beryl and Ghost have an absurd forward percentage. They kick people's teeth in the bot lane, and that bleeds over into what Canyon can do. You know, when DAMWON have item advantages, when they have ultimate advantages, summoner spell advantages, like knock knock, Canyon's coming into your jungle, and he's bringing these strong priority laners like Ghost and Beryl with him.
Yeah, and it's important to note, I mean, forward percentage, to have stats that are that high above the average, above 30%, we're talking 12 to 15% for both these guys, means that they are consistently pressuring out, winning in prio, whether it's through picks or trades, it does not matter. But that said, on the top lane, Wonder for right now is doing what he can in this matchup, but Nagari is kind of beating the hell out of him.
Yeah, that was a huge misstep from Wonder there to lose so much health to the tower. It's now pulled Jankos to appear up into the top side. Maybe he tries to force flash, but Nagari holds it very smartly. Does allow Wonder to kind of catch back up in some of the EXP difference. But now what will Canyon do with the information that Jankos is top side? He could try to go in and contest the Krug camp. He's got priority from Showmaker.
He does not have a mid laner on the map right now, so it's a bit risky to go for it. TP will be used in the mid lane. Showmaker now backing off. One quick gold card, but there's the setup CC. There's the follow-up, the flash away from Showmaker. The watch out. EP tries to dance on it, but it's not enough. First blood for Jankos.
And this was so crucial for G2 to make sure that they
have to play so far back. It's going to give them so much access here in this lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Mickey feeling pretty confident, but honestly, fantastic use of the Zenith Blade. Mickey getting caught out, getting cut down, the Ignite ticking. Beryl finds it, and that's the DAMWON bottom lane we wanted to see, punishing the Rakan pick.
And just so beautifully done by Beryl. That's exactly how this counter matchup works. It's why Leona and the last pick of Leona was so important, to see Mickey's Rakan come out and just to punish it exactly like that. Using the Zenith Blade, following with Rakan, and following it up with so much damage.
And that is definitely not easy to do. Very easy normally.
As Caps is just sprinting at them.
Caps is running in, but he does miss the stun, and that's pretty big because Jankos is quite squishy, and Beryl is on the backside. They need to kill Showmaker, and they need to make it out. That's going to be one kill, and they're now trying to make it to safety. Jankos already gone down. Caps needs to retreat. Perks and Mickey on the way in, but Ghost is here. One shot, two. Still two left in the chamber, and he's hunting for a bit more blood. Beryl on the way in. Zenith Blade. How long on the cooldown? Heal to run forward. That's going to be a Shield of Daybreak. Bit of a miss, but Mickey going to whiff as well. Holding that one out. A little bit sloppy so far mechanically, but it looks like Mickey should be able to pull back to safety. Waiting on that battle dance. Holding onto it for now. Doesn't look like he has the cooldown, and will kill get dropped in the end. DAMWON Gaming getting the better of G2 in that skirmish, and Beryl just cannot miss.
Yeah, and it was G2 who bit off into the skirmish. DAMWON thought that they had the priority in the necessary lanes, mid in particular. They're like, okay, we've got priority, the Scuttle Crab should be ours. And then G2 sacked the fact that they didn't have priority, decided to contest it anyway, and got pretty canyon pathing topside to try to contest Wonder here. If they kill Wonder, it should give DAMWON control over the Herald, as now you can see Jin's also walking towards the mid lane.
Twisted Fate can come up as well. This is going to be a big deal. Wonder trying to flash out stage, but the ult's still coming in. Showmaker's going to get there, but he's not even needed. Clean kill pickup for Nagari and Canyon.
And it's just too easy there. Very well executed. It's now another catch.
Cap's going to be in trouble here, but he's trying to turn it back. Can walk away. Obviously, the healing on Caps' W is quite strong, but they're going to burn a lot of ultimates just to completely zone G2 away from this Herald. Make sure that they can take it down uncontested on the side of DAMWON Gaming. They've already got the Cloud Drake. They're already up in kills. Now they're going to grab the Herald as well, essentially guaranteeing almost another 1,000 gold to go into their pockets if they can use it before plates fall. So right now, DAMWON Gaming absolutely outplaying G2 across the map.
Yeah, just smashing them in the early game, and it kind of snowballed away from them when G2, again, tried to contest that crab and gave over a lot of critical kills. And then the gank or repeated ganks on Wonder up into the top side. You can see what Wonder was saying.
Are in control of the map. DAMWON can play whatever pace that they want to. They have the globals to back up any plays that they want to make as well. As we now see Caps taking a global away of his own. He's going to dash forward. He's fishing for Ghost and Beryl, but he has to be careful. Team now trying to back up, but that's Mickey looking for the engage. Backing off though. Beryl is now going to retreat to safety. He's going to be one sleepy Leona, but here comes Showmaker, and Caps has been caught out. DAMWON Gaming punishing G2, punishing Caps for these over-aggressive plays, and Showmaker will grab another one.
And the idea from G2 is that they were going to play cross-map. They figured that Canyon was on the top side, that he's got the Herald. It's probably either going to go top or mid because your plates are more valuable in the hands of something like a Gangplank. Maybe you push down mid because you want to open it up, but I don't think that tower is as valuable. With a comp that isn't necessarily super powerful in the lane and the early game.
And when we look back to the Gen G series for G2, it's so much about Caps being freed up to do pretty much whatever he wanted. In this game, it feels like everyone but Showmaker being freed up to come mid, to back Showmaker up, and now that Showmaker is feeling good, that he's feeling confident, him going everywhere on the map to make these big plays. So that's going to be mid lane, tier 1 going down. For a composition with this many globals, that is massive. 3,500 gold certainly does not hurt either. As now we're starting to see the GP be a little bit more comfortable on the top side of map, ahead of the Renekton in terms of raw itemization. And right now, DAMWON Gaming in total control.
Right on time, the item breakpoints have come in for DAMWON. They are exceptionally powerful right now, and they're going to start muscling into space and just taking whatever they can, and they're just going to bait G2, you know? If you want to come and get it, come and get it. But if you fight us, we've got the numbers advantage. We've got the gold advantage.
The map, Jankos has been locked up. He's going to try to run for the hills. There are going to be 2 sleepy members there, but still the flash forward shield of Daybreak right before the shield completes. Ghost going to walk in, 1-2 shots. Ghost now on a killing spree, and again, G2 caught out. DAMWON Gaming merciless in their map control.
DAMWON got everything there. They got the Rift Herald, they had the top tower, they found a pick. Nagari was able to pick up the wave as well as dissuade any sort of dive action. Like, it seems so small, and it was only a kill that happened in kind of the last. And if G2 lose here, they're going to lose massive, because they're going to lose the mid tower. Yep, this is it. This is the last stand for G2. The TP comes in from Caps and Wonder. They're looking for a deep flank, but DAMWON have all of the item breakpoints, and they found Caps.
They bet it all. Caps now backing away. Wonder using the ult defensively just to dissuade any kind of engage. G2, we're going to have to start this dragon to force the fight while the ult is up.
DAMWON just need to be patient. Again, look at the mid lane. Look at how much damage that tower has taken.
Mickey fishing for the engagement. Showmaker flashes out to safety. Beryl has locked him up. Mickey now running, but that's the Hecarim ult right back in. Caps is taking the Hecarim ult away, but they've locked him down. They've knocked him out, and here comes the curtain call. G2 going to run away. Angle not quite right on that one, but they're going to grab the dragon, and Canyon still dashing in. He wants a little bit more. Going into the perks. Look at that damage. Canyon taking names left and right. DAMWON Gaming sweeping G2 off the map. G2 bet it all on that play, and it immediately turns against them. Yanko's going to get a cheeky shutdown back, but Nagari there with the blade and the pistol just to get the double.
Curtain call is a very apt description for what just happened to G2. Even if this game continues for another 10 minutes, it would take a miracle for G2 to flip this one back to them. The items are not into their favor. The team fights are not into their favor. They just got obliterated, and game 1 is just been ripped away from them.
And one of my questions coming into this series was, how good are DAMWON really? They look so good. But they haven't faced up to a lot of these best teams in the tournament. They had to play DRX a bunch of times, for God's sakes.
Poops is dead again. And
also, Beryl died in the picture, so the fight's continuing to happen. G2 not done. They say we didn't bet it all. That wasn't the all-in. This is the all-in, and Wonder Gonna get knocked down. Snare gonna connect as well. Watch out, Eep will work. That's the fear coming in. Yanko's running for his life. Mickey gonna hit the blast cone for him, but still not enough. Canyon, again, on a tear. 4-1-7. This pony is rampaging across the rift.
Listen, Dracos, G2 are a live fast, die young type of team. You know,
Yeah.
they're not gonna watch themselves passively lose the game. They have to have an active
Roll and losing the game.
DAMWON have won this game. It just, you don't know it yet. I can see the future. It's not looking great for G2 for game 1. Just a matter of steps to take, but G2, they keep throwing their body at it.
Yeah, and respect for DAMWON for not even flinching when the Lucian flex pick came in, handling this one very well, presumably prepared for Caps' Silas mid.
Dropping a game, it was from JDG who did skirmish them, but you know.
Oh my, Showmaker!
Salt the wounds!
Oh no, that is BM. And let me remind you folks, for Showmaker and for DAMWON Gaming, this is personal. This, of course, is a translated quote, but he wants to crush G2 into pieces as soon as possible. He said that. He wanted shots.
You're biting.
There's not a lot of hope otherwise. As we can see here, Nagari gonna run for it with the barrel. Dude, casual 700 damage, 636 technically.
He's level 16 to Wonder's level 13.
Yes.
Okay, that is not an alligator, that is a gecko to Gangplank right now.
Oh my god. It's brutal. That said, we take a look back. Draft is always going to be the first thing that people talk about because it's easy to understand and it's easy to pin blame on that. I don't want to do that too soon, but I do want to talk about what G2 did here. They got the Lucian flex, so they get Caps in the mid lane. Caps 1-4 on the Silas right now. Seems to pay off for them.
I actually disagree. I think that they could run this comp back, but it was the execution. And the big difference for Maker is kind of one of the names that you didn't talk about. It's Beryl. 1-1-6 right now. It was constantly this Leona getting unlocked from the lane. We talked about the forward percentage that Ghost and Beryl have and how important that is for the vision game from DAMWON, which is incredibly powerful. They snowball on vision really well, and I hope we get to talk about it kind of in a more competitive series when we can see some of it come to fruition here rather than the stomp that we're looking at in game 1. But Mickey has not had the same influence over the map. He's now sitting 0-4 on the Recon, and Beryl, for me, has been kind of the big difference maker in tandem with Showmaker of why DAMWON have gotten so far ahead.
Yeah, and that's the investment of their final pick, of being able to counter the Recon in draft, of saving that last pick for Beryl, even through the flex pick that Perks brought to the table. DAMWON Gaming coming out on top, and you always want to draw attention to one member, but the beauty of this series is that anyone can show up, anyone can change the narrative at a moment's notice, and woo, in that case, just a quick pick a card, just a quick curtain call. DAMWON Gaming just going to escort this minion wave in and break the tower. All that ult there is doing is saying, back up, this belongs to us, respect it. And G2 are going to respect it.
It's a giant fan of, you cannot stand here. Please, sir, I'm going to have to ask you.
Please do not put G2. This is our territory, back up.
Okay, but you can see that DAMWON's composition is still running into some issues with sieging because it is a Twisted Fate and Jhin comp, and they're not using the TF to push side lanes. So as they are all grouped up, it is taking some time, and they're using their ultimates to dissuade G2 from towers.
Yeah, Caps, though, still fishing for an angle here, has stolen the Hecarim ult away. Will be very vulnerable if he goes in. It's very important that he is not CC'd so that he can activate the W so that he can get that healing back. But if he just gets chain CC'd, if he gets chain locked down here, he will not have really any tankiness to his name.
G2 know that they have a single fight left in this game, and they'd have to, like you said, win fight after fight. But DAMWON, strike first.
Boom! Big pick coming in. Cap's now going to be locked up as well. Showmaker ult now coming in. Cap's going to ult out to safety. Canyon going a little bit too far. Wonder going to lock him up and take him down. G2 holding on for now. Not going to go quietly, but they will still get knocked down. Big, big damage coming in for the side of DAMWON Gaming. 28 minutes in. 6 kills to 20. 45.8 to 57.9. Ghost going for some style points. The flash in, fourth shot. Cap's going to do what he can, but he's going golden, and he's still going to be going down. Nagari going to make it out with his life, and it's all too easy. DAMWON Gaming resetting some expectations, reminding G2 that not all LCK teams are created equal. DAMWON Gaming going to strike first blood in this series.
And not just a victory, but that one was personal. You know, a lot of some fun emote spam back and forth, but you know, DAMWON were flexing on G2.
Yeah, but fun for who? Fun for DAMWON. That felt good for Showmaker when he rocked into the bottom lane, landed that gold card, spammed every team that Europe has lost to in the finals. That's a good look for DAMWON. It's a good look for the LCK. It is certainly the opening that they were hoping for, and for a team that doesn't